But frankly, I am not at all happy the way we are facing the situation. I therefore request you if you could kindly give us a guideline which
How many children have you got in your own home? How many children have you got to train in your own home?
I got 3 daughters, but they're all married now. So.
So those who have children, they are not presenting this problem.
They have
those who are without children at the moment, I mean, they are worried. Why? That is the dilemma which I am trying to solve. The parents with children should have brought up this matter. Now here is Dr. Said, for instance. He has 3 sons, you know all of them, and they face exactly the same situation. But with the grace of Allah, they are brought up so ideally, so admirably, that even many children in Rabwa could envy them for their perfect upbringing with the grace of Allah. So it all depends upon your own attitude towards children. The more the society demands, the more attention should be paid by the parents themselves. This is one of their responsibilities. As Ghalib has said, बहरा हूँ मैं तो चाहिए दूना हो इल्तिफात, सुनता नहीं हूँ बात मुकर्रर कहे बगैर. If I am deaf, don't cease to talk to me. Talk to me doubly so, because I don't hear unless it is repeated. So the demand of the situation is this, the dictates of the situation are these, that the parents should be really concerned with the upbringing and devote more time to the upbringing of their children, which they do not do. When they come home, perhaps they are also very tired. So you must ask Dr. Said what magic he applies to perform this miracle. He could offer us a better advice because he has gone through this. Or maybe Imran would tell us how is it brought about. Would you come forward and go to the microphone and begin explaining things?
I can't really explain.
Try.
I can't really explain.
Try it. Right from the beginning, as a child, when you opened your eyes and began to perceive things, what did you see in your home that influenced you so much? So much in the right direction, I mean. Tabligh perhaps, was it?
I think mostly.
Mostly, yes. Because your parents always got involved in tabligh. So you, right from the childhood, you kept hearing of these things. And it was tabligh which excited you much more than any TV program did. Is that right? Or am I exaggerating things?
Nearly.
Nearly exaggerating or nearly right? Now be honest and frank about it. What do you think? Give your frank opinion. You are off color today. You are generally in a talkative mood. Today you are very reticent. I hope you are not ill. Are you?
No.
You all right?
I'm just a little tired, nothing.
You are. After that siesta you had when you were attending the Quranic class, still you are tired?
He hasn't woken up.
I think that is it. He's not fully recovered from that sleep. So?
Well, I haven't got the secret my father has.
Now tell us about what is happening in your home with the result that with the grace of Allah, all the 3 children are brought up admirably in the traditions of Ahmadiyya. This is a question. So I offered a guess. Perhaps because your parents remain involved and deeply so in Tabligh work, right from the beginning you have been hearing this talk in the home, and you have been seeing them excited about Tabligh. So you yourself picked up this taste of the religion and started siding with your parents as far as the religious values go. This is what I surmise. What is your own personal experience?
Well, that's partly true. I also think
That's right. Yes, please go ahead.
It's they've always made us.
Partly you are to.
They've always made us do quite a lot of work, and also when we do something, they don't let us say. If we say some vocabulary, they'll make us pronounce everything exactly. If we say that I can't go on the R's. I can't go on the R's. If we say something wrongly, they would correct us until quite a few times, until both of us could get quite annoyed.
That's right. That means that they are very meticulous about things in the home, and they pay a lot of attention to the children's correct behavior and the way they speak and things, and they go on rectifying things if they see wrong done. Is that right?
Yes.
So that is because they are painstaking in this. That shows they are very, very painstaking as far as the upbringing of their children is concerned, and the parents have to be like that before they expect good results. That's one lesson drawn. Okay.
And I think
what's the next?
And I think most of our knowledge is because we've been sitting with them while they've been doing Tabligh. So it's come into our brains from such an early age, which is another thing.
Yes, Tabligh also has to play a part. Also, perhaps the credit goes to the children as well.
On varying occasions, sir, maybe 3 days, 4 days at a time, but at least half a dozen times.
Correct.
The first and foremost things is that they have in themselves perceive the correct Islamic values about life, and they take a great deal of trouble in imparting the Islamic way of life to their children. They teach them to respect the elders, to listen with care. They set an excellent example themselves, and they do not discourage them from asking questions. In fact, they encourage them to ask questions, and very often, even when they have grown-up guests around, instead of asking the children to leave and go and watch TV or play, they encourage them to sit around and take part in the discussion. I think that, and then I found out that in their house, by the grace of Allah, they say all the 5 prayers in congregation, and all the children, although they're allowed to sleep after Fajr prayers, are made to get up, and they seem to get up very happily. I've had the privilege of being host to them in my own house, and at night the last thing that they ask me is to make sure that they get up for their Fajr prayers in time, because they don't want to be late for their Fajr prayers.
This is almost the whole story.
That is the secret.
So why can't other parents follow this example? In fact, generally people want to throw the blame upon the lack of provisions as far as the system or the administration goes. They think that perhaps by providing some schools from the Ahmadiyya schools and things, and going for some institutions looking after children, they would be able to solve the problem. The fact is that those children who are not taught properly, who are not educated and cultured at home properly, it's very difficult for them to learn at the institutions. Later on, they remain fixed in their certain attitudes and habits. So the first teaching, as Hazrat Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam has demonstrated to us, begins when the infinite